Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, that's Maya Obeye. If you're new here, welcome. I'm a YouTuber based in Poland. Please do well to subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up. It helps my video to get to everyone and gives me more view. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so please don't forget to subscribe. In today's video, I'm gonna be making a video on how to get married in the civil or court registry in Poland. I personally got married here in Poland at the civil registry, and I'm here to share my experience and of course to give you a step-by-step guide on how to do it. If you're planning to do it, if you're thinking about it, then this is a good video for you to watch. My husband is also Nigerian, because I noticed that when I was doing my research when I wanted to get married, I couldn't find a lot of video for two foreigners that were getting married. So it's usually maybe somebody that was Nigerian or somebody that was from any other country getting married to a Polish citizen. I didn't see maybe a Nigerian, and Angolan getting married in Poland. So that's why I decided to share this video to whoever might be in my case, where your spouse or your fiancé is from the same country as you and you're thinking of just getting legally married here. Trust me, it's a very simple process, it's straightforward, and I'm here to break it down for you. So let's get right into the video. So I'm gonna be starting with the documents that you're gonna need. I live in Krakow, so my husband and I got married at the Krakow court registry. But like I said, this process applies to all the registries in Poland. It's literally the same thing. So the first thing you need, of course, is your passport. You know that your international passport as a form of identification. The next thing is a divorce decree or a death certificate if you are a divorcee or if your spouse passed away and you're trying to get remarried. You need that document. Next thing is a consent of a legal guardian or counsel. If you are under the age of 18 and you want to get married, you need to present that. A birth certificate. So if you're a foreigner, you will need to translate this birth certificate. Pretty much, if your birth certificate is not was not issued as a Polish birth certificate, you need to translate it. Even if it was in English, you need to translate it to Polish. I had to do that. If you're a foreigner, you need to give them a certificate of no impediment, and of course I will explain what this means. So certificate of impediment in simple term is it just means that this is a certificate that shows that you are eligible to get married. You are not married back home to somebody or engaged to somebody and you want to get married twice, because I think it's not legal here to be legally married to two people at once, if that makes sense. So that's what certificate of impediment means. So if you're Nigerian or if you're a foreigner watching this video, all you need to do as a Nigerian is to get, or a foreigner, let me say, is to get a document of affidavit. You have to get a sworn affidavit from Nigeria, and this is an affidavit to say that you are a spinster, and if you're a man, you are a bachelor. So both of you need to get it actually. So my husband and I got the certificate of spinsterhood or certificate of bachelorhood, and then you will need to take it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Abuja in Nigeria to get it what's the word now, to get it authenticated. So you need to authenticate those two affidavits. You need to authenticate this certificate of bachelorhood or spinsterhood from Nigeria. Once you get that, get it shipped for you via DHL, or if you know somebody coming from Nigeria, they can just help you to bring this certificate. Then you have to take those documents to the Nigerian embassy in Warsaw. But before I move on, you need to know that this certificate is only valid for 3 months. They usually always write it actually on this, under the certificate, like that the certificate is valid for 3 months. I just realized I've been saying affidavit I've been saying certificate all along. I meant affidavit. So this affidavit or spinsterhood or bachelorhood needs to be authenticated, and it's only valid for 3 months. And what do I mean by it's valid for 3 months? It means that from the time that you got this document to the time that you take it to the Nigerian embassy to get it translated, you only have 3 months. So you have to book your appointment to the Nigerian embassy in Poland within those 3 months when the certificate is valid. What? The next thing is, when you've gotten it, like I've already said, go to the Nigerian embassy in Warsaw's office. You have to go there physically. Unfortunately, you can't do it online, but you can book the appointment online. I'll put the link in the description below for you, so don't worry. And once you book your date, then you and your spouse, so unfortunately only one person cannot go, both of you also have to go there. So you and your husband to be, then you need to go to the Nigerian embassy with this affidavit. They will take this affidavit from the both of you and then issue you 2 new documents, one in English and one in Polish. So the first one is the certificate of legal ability to get married. That's the first one. And the second one is the declaration of marital status. Please, when they issue this document, please check the pronouns that they used. That for your husband, in the Polish part, they use the correct pronoun for male and for the female, make sure they use the correct pronouns, because during our own time they made a mistake with it and they switched the pronoun. So it was like he was I don't know, it was like she's getting married to him and he is it was just a mess. So please make sure that you check that those pronouns in the Polish part is correct. They put the correct pronoun for the correct sex. So he for he and she for she. Also, this 2 documents that the Nigerian embassy has issued for you is actually valid for another 3 months. And now the next step is for you to go to the Polish civil registry website and make your appointment for the date within this 3 months validation period. Because like I said, if these documents, if you get the date after this 3 month validation, then you have to start the process all over again. So I believe 3 months is more than enough time to find the date, and you will find the date, trust me, because we have more than 1 civil registry in Krakow, for example. So if they don't have a date on one, they will have a date for you in another place. That's what I believe. When I say go to the Polish website to get a date, so the first thing is for you to fill a form actually, and once you fill this form, you also need to pay a fee of 84 zloty. That's literally how much it costs you to get married in Poland. 84 zloty. Do you see how cheap it is? Nigeria left the group chat, guys. Like, anyway, in fact, all these things that you already do in Nigeria, you already know how much it's going to cost you. But in Poland, like literally all you have to pay is 84 zloty for your marriage certificate. That's why you're paying the 84 zloty that they will issue. Excuse me, that they will issue you on the day of the wedding, but you most likely get it later. You don't get it on that same day. They will ask you to come back. Anyway, another good thing is that on that day, when you take those documents that you've taken from the Nigerian embassy, please also, of course, go with your passport, your identification. They will also ask you to pick a date on that day, so you don't need to go back twice. On the same day, you pick your wedding date, your civil wedding date. That's what I mean, or your court wedding date. On that same day, you pick it when you go there with those documents. Don't worry, I'm going to put the link to the at least I think the Krakow civil registry. I'm going to put the link in the description box below. And if you're in other city in Poland, just put it on Google civil. For example, Poznan civil registry, Krakow civil registry, Warsaw civil registry, and their website will come out. That's how to search it on Google. Now, you've gone through all this process and it's the day of your appointment. One thing is very important that you also have to get before the day of your appointment, and it is a sworn translator. This is because both of you are foreigners. Even if you speak Polish, they still require you to bring a sworn translator, because this is a legally binding meeting that you're going to have, a legally binding wedding that you're going to be doing. So they require a sworn translator. They will need to actually show their document, their certificate on that day. When we went there, our translator showed their certificate, and they charge between 350 to 400 or 450 zloty per hour. But the process doesn't take more than an hour on the day of the appointment, so don't worry. And you can also negotiate with your translator or maybe find a cheaper translator. But our charged us, I don't remember clearly, but between 300 to 400 zloty was what she charged us per hour for following us to the registry. And like I said, Nigerian embassy made the mistake on our document, so we had to pay that fee twice, because the first time we went there, that was when they discovered that mistake in the document that the Nigerian embassy issued us. We had to go back, book a train, and then get a new document from them, and we had to go back again with a sworn translator, and we had to pay that fee twice. So if you don't want to do that, make sure that you check that the Nigerian embassy, in the Polish part of the document, they put the correct pronouns. I think this is very easy for them to make that mistake. Check it very well. If you have a Polish speaking friend, you can send it to them so that they double check it for you, so that you avoid paying this heavy fee of 400 zloty is not cheap to just pay somebody for 1 hour just for them to come and sit there and translate for you, when your friend that speaks Polish will have just done it for you. But anyway, it is what it is. We paid it and we are happily married now, so we give glory to God. On the day of the appointment, like I said, carry your sworn translator, carry your documents, so your passport, your birth certificate. You have to take your birth certificate, the original birth certificate, and the translated version of your birth certificate. And then another thing I need to carry is a copy of your passport photo. I forgot to mention that. So you and your spouse or your spouse to be carry a copy of a passport photo. I think they took it from us. They took one from us on that day. I think so. So please carry it. You can carry 2 or 3. You know the way we are in Nigeria now. It's better to be over prepared than to be under prepared. So carry a passport photograph with you on that day. And once you submit all these documents to them, usually they will just go through it. Your translator will be there. They will ask you. They didn't ask us any like interview questions. If they have anything to clarify on your certificate, then they will ask you, of course, and your translator will translate it to you. And then once they check it and everything is fine, the next step really is for them to offer you dates. So they will show you a list of all the dates that are available, and all you have to do is to just pick the dates that you want. And congratulations, you have your wedding date, and congratulations on your engagement, by the way. So yeah, that's it really. That's how step-by-step on how to get the dates to get married. So the final part of this video is just to tell you what happens on the day of your wedding. So now you've picked the date. And you're ready to get married to the love of your life. On that day, you also still have to come with a sworn translator. Yes, you have to come with a sworn translator, because the vows that you're going to be taking, they will read it out in Polish, and your translator will read it out to you in English, and then you will recite the English part of the wedding, right? You will recite your vows, the English in the English part. And if you have personally written vows, you can also tell them on that day. No, not on that day. I mean on your first appointment with them. If you want to have personally written vows, you can tell them whatever you need. Actually, you can just ask them. They are very nice, very sweet at the office. They really make the process simple. At least I think the Polish part was the easiest part for us. It was so smooth, it was so straightforward. So if you have personal vows, just tell them in advance and they will make space for you. And the entire ceremony doesn't take more than 20 minutes, to be honest. You are done and you sign the documents on that day, there and then. You take photos with the officials if you want, and voila, congratulations, you are now a married couple. You are pronounced husband and wife. I'm so extra, but I love weddings. If you don't know, by the way, I love love. I love people getting married, and it's just so beautiful to see. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I think I didn't leave anything out. So in summary, again, let me just summarize it. There are, I would say, 3 steps. So the first step is the Nigerian part. If you're a foreigner, getting your document. The second part is getting that document to your embassy in Poland. I am Nigeria, so taking to Nigerian embassy. The third step is taking those documents to the Polish civil registry, make your appointment date, and you are pretty much good to go with all the documents that I have already listed. I'll also make the list on the screen. So
guys, I'm editing now and I'm on my bed. I just remembered that I didn't add that on that day when you go to the registry, they are going to ask you to choose the last name of your kids, actually, and your own last name. Like if you want to keep your last name, or if you're going to change your last name, you're also going to tell them, so that they input it in your marriage certificate, and then you can go ahead with the process of changing your name. I I'm still in that process. Once I complete the process, I will also make a video about how you can change your name. But yeah, I just remember that I forgot to have that. They'll ask you the last name that you want your children to have. So if you want your children to have both of your last names, or if you want your children to have only their dad's last name, you're going to put it there. So yeah, bye. This is how I look when I'm editing.
Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me today. I hope this video has been very helpful to you. If you have any questions, put in the comment section below. If you have any video idea on something that you want me to explain about, please put it in the comment section below. I'm very open to making videos about anything that you really want to know in Poland. And like I said, I will still bring you that video of how to bring your spouse from Nigeria to Poland. I'm bringing 2 guests that have done it just recently, so I'm going to look out for that video. And thank you so much, and have a nice day from wherever you are in the world. It's that girl Maya Owe, and until next time, bye.